space in the heart of Lancaster, surrounded by dark, dingy buildings. Its facilities are broken and run down, resulting in nothing to occupy the visitors' time there. The square itself is cold, wet and unloved.
There are quite a lot of buildings around in Market Square which aren't that inviting. There is Woolworths, which is now empty after going bust, the museum, the library, Starbucks, Greggs and Cafe Nero. This place can actually be a problem to us, the general public. The museum is all horrible and full of chewing gum. If you are ill, the smell of coffee and food can make you feel even worse, which is not a good thing. The library is hidden, so you can't really go there, as you can't tell where it is. This place is not inviting for anyone. It makes me sick to think we live in such a dirty, smelly and horrible place. In Lancaster there are a lot of people that get drunk and take their aggression out on us. We deserve to live in a community where it is nice and clean and people are polite to you and you can go out at night and feel safe.
If somebody's there in the corner, I'm always a bit wary as a woman on my own if I go in the library when it's dark. There could be somebody hanging around, and particularly even in the daylight I don't like it here at the weekends because there can be hordes of kids here. Sorry, but I mean, you've only got to see them when school's out. They can be quite intimidating if you get a horde of children all together, and in a dark area it's even worse.
You know what I think would be better? Get rid of these. If you got rid of all these stalls, not got rid of them, but obviously they have to do the business and their own, and keep the square as the square.
Yeah.
In the evening, the horrors of the day become more apparent. Residents are intimidated and afraid for their safety, and teenage gangs don't do anything to help the uncomfortable atmosphere. An essential part of Lancaster's past, the lonely site deserves more. It has the potential to attract tourists and provide an interesting and inspiring meeting place for the community of Lancaster, and yet it still stays as it is, no one even attempting to prevent the neglect.
Imagine a space that brings anyone and everyone together, with a feast for the senses that's sure to inspire, where the differences of the people gathered are embraced and brought to life for everyone to be a part of, where people are taken a world away from the grey of the city and into a world of colour, culture and imagination.
Imagine the square glowing at night, visible across the town, each building illuminated and the alleyways lit up, leading the way to the cinema. Lights that follow people to and from the cinema. Lights that could shine up from the square to make that visible to people all over Lancaster, and so people will know where the Market Square is, and for tourists to be able to see where Market Square is. Also, we could have lights that shone out onto the museum and made it stand out a bit more to the public. Lancaster is known for its history, so make our history stand out. In the summer we could have an outdoor cinema which could be projected onto a screen in front of the museum, which would be ace when it's really hot and people don't want to go inside. They can chill outside and watch the cinema there. We could make Market Square shine as if it were a beacon.
Entertaining area that could involve people in. It will be an interactive wall that people could draw on and leave messages on. It will change over time. You could also leave your point of view about the film that you have seen at the cinema or at the shop that you have been to. There will be something there to watch people and what they are writing. There could also be music played out of the interactive wall.
The market square will be a very people-friendly place. The square's practical items today are either broken or unused. Simple things like bins and benches could help the market space a friendly and comfortable place to be. There will be plenty of comfortable benches for all people to relax on instead of having to stand or lean against walls, but just because it's only a bench doesn't mean it has to be boring. They could be colourful or full of technology. For example, there could be a talking bin that says things when people put the litter in, or benches in all kinds of strange shapes and sizes.
Yeah, somewhere to sit. I think it's a good thing, to be honest. It makes the square look more attractive and user-friendly, I think it is. We usually finish around about 5, but I think it'd bring more people out into the square if it was lighter and well lit rather than just dark.
That's the fountain, yes? It's kind of dull as it is, isn't it, really? So if you were to come up with a superb idea, I don't see any reason why you shouldn't change it. A volcano, or something that shoots light straight up into the air, so that it really puts Lancaster on the map, right here, right now, kind of thing.
Imagine a place that's a spectrum of diversity, where you can show your true colours as part of a place that's ever changing and when the sun always shines, where memories are made and friendships are begun, and where people can share and learn together as part of a huge gathering of beginnings, possibilities and fascination.
Les autoroutes aussi sont assez bonnes. On a la